see. And you can see a last teeth, right? It's very funny, right? We have a new friend. Her name is Lucky. Today we'll talk about super perfectionist artist. Guess who is it? Yes, he is Edgar Degas. Edgar Degas was born in Paris, France in 1834. During the 80s, Paris was the center of the world. There is a good place to be if you were interested in becoming an artist. When Edgar Degas grew up, he was able to see great works of art by modern artists. Some Edgar Degas' famous paintings is the people who lived there and who worked there in Paris. Edgar Degas also liked not even paintings. He also liked to paint pastel pictures and drawings. He liked to paint like washerwoman, cafe singer, and racetrack. One of Edgar Degas' all-time favorite subjects was the ballet. Edgar Degas liked to show ballerinas rehearsing in the backstage, and he also liked to show ballerinas talking to each other and practicing their movements. And Edgar Degas also gave his paintings a very real and natural look. Children, do you know why Edgar Degas liked ballet? Because Edgar Degas born in a rich family and he can go to see the ballet. And he started to operate a large band. Fortunately, Mr. Degas liked art and music. Degas took Edgar Degas to art museum and gallery, and he ran the bank to take Edgar Degas go to the museums. He always say, "Sorry, folks, Edgar and I are going to look at some paintings. Maybe you can stop back tomorrow." The customers were very mad. It's funny, kids. During this time, Edgar Degas became interested in a style in art that's called Renaissance, and he liked to see great old masters like Raphael, Leonardo da Vinci, and Andrea Mattagna. After Edgar Degas finished high school, his father decided Edgar Degas should study law. Hope his son can go to the bank. Edgar Degas spent most of his time go to the Louvre and copy great works of art. Louvre is a big museum that in Paris that allows students copy great works of art. In that time, Edgar Degas saw two popular but very different styles in art. One was called neoclassical, and the other was called romantic. Now, children, I will talk about what neoclassical first. Neoclassical artists such as Jacques-Louis David. Children, do you know the death of Mara? You know who painted? David painted the death of Mara. Neoclassical artists deserved their paintings need a very calm, ordinary feeling. They believe that way is the best way to do this in his paintings. Neoclassical artists use few bright colors in his paintings, and you barely can see their bounce stroke. Now we will talk about romantic. Romantic artists like Theodore Géricault and Eugene Delacroix were completely different. They work hard to put their feelings into their painting. Romantic artists use quick bounce stroke and more bright colors than the neoclassical. Edgar Degas thought there were good things, both of the neoclassical and the romantic style. And then Edgar Degas finally decided to tell his father that he can be an artist than a lawyer. And Mr. Degas agreed. Edgar Degas his son's decision. He quit his art school. He started to paint on his own. He got a trip to Italy to learn about Italian artist style. And the end of his Italian trip, he started to paint a painting of his Italian relatives. That portrait's name called the Bellini family. Degas was very excited about that portrait, but his room is too small. His painting is too large to paint in a small room, and Edgar Degas stayed in, so he hurried back to Paris. So he had more space to work on his Bellini family. When Edgar Degas returned home, he started to paint historical scenes too. One of Edgar Degas' artist friend named Edgar Degas suggested Edgar Degas enter his art show, and that show's name is Salon. He said to Edgar Degas, come here, we have a show. And that show's name is Salon. People came from all of the world to buy our painting. If you enter us, you would be rich. Come here. Edgar Degas said to Edgar Degas. So Edgar Degas entered the salon. Unlike other of the artists, Edgar Degas didn't need to worry about selling his paintings because he had plenty of money. But he wanted to let himself be noticed. Edgar Degas, some of his paintings were exact, and his paintings were just what the salon jars wants. But unfortunately, no one paid any attention on his paintings. And also, no one knows this painting is Edgar Degas painted. So Edgar Degas was very disappointed. And in the salon, the paintings hung so high that no one can see them. Never like the salon because there were too many jobs. Would not be to him. And now Edgar Degas is trying to out of some ideas. He started to paint everyday scenes and added more bright colors in his paintings. His paintings were never exact in the salon. Sadly, Edgar Degas' father died. After he died, it was discovered that he was not a good bank manager. Edgar Degas had to pay it back to the customers. Soon, Edgar Degas' family was not rich, so Edgar Degas started need to sell his paintings. Fortunately, his artist friend decided to make a show that shows all of the paintings were impressionists. Edgar Degas jumped to that chance to join them. At that time, Edgar Degas didn't know they would become a good group. In that group, one soon became the Impressionists. Started to try some new ideas that they had never seen before. They were interested showing the way that looked when it fell on haystacks, trees, or on people. The others were different than Edgar Degas. If they were on the outside, so they can capture the movement in time, but Edgar Degas can't because they were different. Edgar Degas liked inside, but the others liked outside. The Impressionists' first show didn't go well. In fact, people hate most of the paintings that they saw. They thought the paintings were unfinished and out of focus. Edgar Degas was one few artists that has any luck. One of Edgar Degas' paintings at the race in the countryside. People think that painting is a good painting, and they think it's easier to accept. Edgar Degas' work is different than the other. His artist friend Edgar Degas can't to capture a movement outside, so he back to inside to capture the movement in time to paint. As time went on, Edgar Degas became a very successful artist. People loved his paintings and pastel pictures. Later in life, Edgar Degas became interested in photography. In that time, the the photography was great, so he liked it. And it's helped impressionists to capture the movement. It's helped impressionists. Working with a camera gave him new ideas to paint. Edgar Degas also used the camera to help center objects like gloppy horses moving in real life. Be careful if you buy Edgar Degas painting when Edgar Degas was alive. Maybe sometimes Edgar Degas will knock your door and then take his painting and go to fix it. Even Edgar Degas gave his friend his painting and then need to lock it to keep Edgar Degas don't get it back to his studio and fix it when Edgar Degas come to visit him. But sadly, Edgar Degas started to lose eyesight as he got older. When Edgar Degas died in 1970, people were surprised to discover his studio. His studio filled of small, beautiful wax figures. These are the museums that has Edgar Degas paintings. If you are on the vacation that is on the last country or the cities, you can go to the museum and see Edgar Degas paintings. If you were interested in Edgar Degas, I like Edgar Degas, and I also like Pablo Picasso. Don't forget Pablo Picasso! Bye bye children, see you next time!